Hi friends, welcome back to What's Your Skincare Routine with LeAura Luciano. I'm your host, LeAura Luciano. As you already know, I love to break down trends, test products, and talk about the routines that make us glow inside and out. Today, I'm going to get into something hot off the presses, the 2025 Ipsy Beauty Discovery Report. And if you're not already familiar with Ipsy, by the end of this episode, you will be. Every month, 20 million beauty enthusiasts turn to Ipsy for the latest in skincare, makeup, and let's just face it, more. So all of the trends when it comes to all things beauty, they have you covered. All the more reason I'm so excited to share insights from their latest beauty report. This report is like having a little bit of a crystal ball to look into the future of what's new, but also what's next in beauty. So if you're a trend lover, skincare junkie, or just curious about what's going to be changing in our vanities coming up, this is the episode for you. Starting at the start, the biggest takeaway is skincare is the star. So what does this mean? Basically, skincare has taken center stage, and think of serums and moisturizers. They are more than your support system for your makeup and beauty routines. Those are more of the anchor products that we all use. If I look back, maybe even 10 years ago when I was writing beauty at print magazines, the focus was really on not so much skin prep. Yes, the pros, whether they were your derms, esthetician, and even makeup artists, did focus on good skincare. However, when we talked about beauty and we talked about makeup, it was just like, oh, you have a skin concern. It was more about covering and hiding, right? The formulations for foundations, they're so much more customizable now. You can go from sheer to support like a clean girl look, or you can have that heavier coverage, but I think it's rarer because we are so focused on our skin. And also that means, really simple things that I love. And this is a total tangent, by the way, when it comes to skincare. Yes, we are focused on correcting things, but also even something for me growing up, I was dealing with acne and it was just like, oh my gosh, I've got to get rid of this breakout. I've got to attack it. And now you see so many people, you just pop on maybe a little pimple patch, maybe it's just a clear one, or maybe it's one of those really cute ones, and no one cares, and you go on about your day with breakouts. But also, the thing is, we are talking more about skincare and skincare ingredients. So to my earlier point about foundation and covering your problems and really not having the education on skincare that we have now, as a result of all that we're doing when it comes to skincare and really focusing on our skin barrier, hopefully, in this study, foundation didn't even crack the top 5 for Gen Z and millennials on Ipsy's platform. So this says a lot, and I feel like we've come a long way. And I just think it's about us shifting to skin first beauty routines, and not just skincare, but also incorporated into what makeup and color products we use as well. So the focus on beauty, it's all about glow, hydration, balance, and real results. So thinking about ingredients and your actives in your skincare is really important. And this is something that definitely aligns with my messaging and what I love to share with you, because, it's not about covering up your skin. It's really about your journey towards skin confidence. So that's something that I was very happy to read in the report. If you're updating your routine, this is the perfect time to invest in a multitasking serum or barrier repair moisturizer. Think of ingredients like peptides, niacinamides, or ceramides to really hydrate and care for your skin. And I just want to share a caveat that beauty is personal, right? So no matter what the trends are, they may not be for you. However, you may want to eat up every trend, like yum, 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 yum. Try everything out. I'm here for it. Experiment. Why not? It's beauty. You can always wash your face later, remove product, whatever it is. It's totally up to you. Or maybe you like your look as is and you've perfected it and you are not moving away from it. That's quite all right. I feel like most of us are somewhere in between those worlds, so I want to share these to inspire us and also kind of share what is to come when it comes to beauty. Because if you think about the report that I'm sharing is based on trends that Ipsy is tracking based on users, but also, we take inspiration. I'll share what I see during New York Fashion Week or fashion weeks around the world. And we see the inspiration for the fashion collection, but also the makeup. So we have lots of access to a lot of different types of information. So while that's great and exciting, at the same time, it can be very overwhelming too. So again, take it with a grain of salt. So of course, you've probably already found your perfect clean girl look. You can still wear it, but I'm just giving you the heads up that what's trending for fall, we're going to move towards berry colors. That's going to be big for lips. Now you can start incorporating that trend right now and take it through summer as well. However, you can have a lot more fun with a little bit of berry. You can sheer it down, wear it as a gloss, but come fall, it's all about that bolder berry lip. And honestly, I think the berry that we're going to see in terms of tone and texture are going to be a throwback to the 90s, maybe more Y2K glam, but with a little bit of a twist. Maybe a sheer berry gloss or something a little richer like a velvet, maybe even a stain. So things that wear a little bit longer, but you can control maybe the depth and even play with the texture of the lip product as well. I think layering maybe a berry lip stain under a gloss would be a really lovely way to play with this. And another insight that we have from this study is all about the impact of makeup artists. Makeup artists are really the new beauty icons. For so long, celebrities have really been able to dictate trends, whether it's just seeing them in movies, TV, film, and even social media, and then launching their own brands. But I think now, as consumers, we're a little bit savvier and we want to know who is really behind the brand, who really has the expertise, and who can really share product insights. And those are your pro MUAs, right? And let's be honest, makeup artists understand formulas, performance, and overall wearability of different products and how to pair them together to get the results that you want. They're testing products in probably more extreme settings than you would encounter on a day-to-day basis. So whether it's a film set and they have to have the makeup be flawless on HD cameras, under the hot lights of a studio if you are doing a photo shoot, or just something that lasts all day, and is undetectable and just looks incredible on a red carpet in the middle of the summer for a premiere. So it's exciting to see when makeup brands have these pros that are more than just the faces behind the brand, because they're also the brains behind it too. So I would highly recommend exploring makeup artist founded brands, and there were some that were actually honored at the Ipsy Brand and Creator Forum during the Ipsys, the Ipsy Awards. One was from one size, Patrick Starr. And then there was Danessa Myricks of Danessa Myricks Beauty. Danessa Myricks was a huge winner of the night, as was Patrick Starr. Some of my favorite makeup artist founded brands include Danessa Myricks for Danessa Myricks Beauty, One Size from Patrick Starr, and then we have Pat McGrath Labs, which was founded by Pat McGrath, NARS, which was founded by Francois NARS, and then of course there's so many others. Think of Charlotte Tilbury, MAC Cosmetics, Bobbi Brown, Laura Mercier, and Pixie Beauty, which was founded by Petra Strand. So even if I think about things like my favorite eyeshadow palettes, for example, or palettes in general, either way, they're usually from a makeup artist founded brand. I think that's just one thing to think about, especially if you are looking at color products. And there are so many brands out there and so many things to try. I want to share really good recommendations for you and things that I use and try myself. So while we are talking about trends and beauty and some of my favorite products, it is very easy to get overwhelmed. That's why I really like to try to curate as much as possible when I share things with you here. So I want to share, I am an Ipsy subscriber, and I think that really helps me try and test out new products, from my glam bag to the icon box and everything in between. There's so many different products and brands that you get exposed to through Ipsy. I love the discovery aspect of the Ipsy experience, because sometimes you do get an amazing product that you're very familiar with, or there's something that just becomes your new favorite, whether it's a brand that is completely new to you and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know this existed. It could be that it's an indie brand, or it just could be that it hasn't come onto your radar yet. There are just so many ways to experience beauty, and I highly recommend subscribing to Ipsy. I'm going to share my link to Ipsy in the description, and that way you can share what the subscription that might be best for you would be. So one of the next big takeaways from the study may or may not be surprising based on the conversation that we've already had so far. So in terms of priority of products, this one kind of surprised me. When it comes to lip gloss, that is number 3 overall for Gen Z, right? So in terms of their entire routines, that is the top 3 product, number 3. So that beat out fragrance, that beat out a few other things. And I totally get it because, you know, lip gloss has evolved. You can have beautiful glittery, shimmery formulas or plumping effects or just a little bit of a wash of color. I feel like lip gloss just gives you that juicy finished look anyway. Oh my gosh, if I turned my bag upside down right now, I would probably have at least 7 lip products in it. From those 7, probably 4, maybe 5 would be glossy or lip glosses. So yeah, TMI, but I'm with Gen Z on that one. Now, here's a trend that I didn't exactly see coming. So, you know, we've been really focused on minimal makeup, barely there, just really delicately covering maybe redness or breakouts here and there and going for that clean girl aesthetic, right? Clean makeup, slightly more elevated, but not too elevated. Anyway, we are moving away from that. We are going full out maximalist. So, you know, it's great if you want to do that. I'm just reporting the trends here, but I have to tell you, maximalism is on the rise. So what does that mean? Big, bold, graphic eyeliner, expressive colors, right? This is going to be especially true in cities with strong fashion and art communities. So think Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles, San Antonio. You're going to see graphic liners, shimmering lids, even a full beat, a full face of glam for an everyday look. And I think this is just a reminder that it's time to play in your makeup that you already have, right? Reach for those colors that you don't always tend to play with. Maybe there's that one color, I know I'm always guilty of it, that color that's a little bit bolder or a little bit of a different intensity than you would normally wear. Maybe use it to smoke out an eyeliner if it's an eyeshadow palette. Or, you know, if it is a bold lip color, maybe you want to kind of bring it down with a little bit of lip oil and sheer it out a little bit so it's less intense. Or maybe you just want to add more to your routine. Totally up to you. But I think we can remind ourselves that there's always room for play when it comes to beauty. And that's another video that I will be working on so we can be a little bit more fearless when it comes to beauty. And the point really is just to make sure we're not only using the products that we have, but also let's not wait for a special occasion, because the day you're doing your makeup, the time you're doing your makeup is a special occasion. So just go for it. And I also will link the report in the description so you can have a look and interpret it for yourself and pull out maybe some fun stats to predict your own beauty future, because when it comes down to it, beauty is so personal. So whether you're trying to find your holy grail highlighter or your perfect skin perfecting serum, beauty is personal. So you have to find out what works for you, and there's room to be playful and really enjoy the process. So what does this mean for your routine? Well, maybe think about that berry lip color and maybe be inspired and make sure your skincare is working for you. Maybe even try a new product from a brand founded by a makeup artist. And if you're feeling bold, try something maximalist. It's totally up to you. And remember, it's your beauty journey. I'm here to support you in your endeavors in finding what feels right, joyful, and authentic. Thank you so much for watching and listening to What's Your Skincare Routine with LeAura Luciano. Make sure to hit a like and subscribe, and make sure to share this episode with fellow beauty lovers. Until next time, stay glowing.